Hi, everyone. Welcome back or welcome. Okay, so about 4 to 6 weeks now, maybe 7 weeks, we planted our seedlings. So we started with seeds and we started with our seed starting mix, right? And we put them in these plastic cups and we grew cabbage and onions. What do we have here? Arugula, lettuce, spinach. The spinach, as I suspected, wasn't great. But now what do we need to do? We need to pot them up into bigger pots, or in this case, plastic cups, so that they can grow a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. Then we can get them out into the garden. So thanks for joining me. Let's take our seedlings and make them into big boys and girls or big plants. Okay, so I had a sneaky suspicion that my spinach seeds were not going to germinate well, and they did not. And actually, one of you told me to check out Baker Creek, check out their seeds, they're really good. And so I did. And so I ordered collard greens from Baker Creek, spinach, 2 packs of spinach, 2 packs of collard greens, and they sent me a free seed packet. Isn't that so awesome that companies do things like that? I don't know, it just shows me that they care about my business and, they care that I spent my money at their company. So you know what? I'll be doing that again. Okay, so let's get started. So when we started with the seeds, we used a seed starting mix. But now that we're potting them up, they're no longer seedlings. They need something a bit stronger that has a bit more nutrients in it. So we're going to use our potting mix here. Don't fall. And then we're going to put them in our cups. So what I'm going to do is, as we did before, make drainage holes in our cups. So simple, so easy. There, we got it. And this will allow the water to, once we put it in our container, we're going to bottom water the plants. And this will help to prevent against fungus gnats and dampening off. So that's why I like that method. And of course, as you can see, I have colorful cups that are just giving me a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of fun until we can get some color going in our garden, which we're here in early spring. We're getting there. The garden is just starting to wake up. I'm in New York zone 7B, so we're just starting to come back alive. I mean, my tulip bulbs sprouted, they came up, and a few of them actually opened, which is great, but not all the way, because the temperature would go up to 50, then it go back down to in the 30s, and so you're like winter coat jacket. And so the poor flowers were like, we're awake, psych. No, we're not. We're gonna go back to sleep. Okay, so we're done with the scissors. Let's get those out of the way here. And so I'm gonna use the green cups for our arugula. Look at that. Look how healthy these are. That's because I kept them over in the germination station here when they were seedlings, and I kept the fan on them. This helps twofold. One, it helps to keep the fungus gnats away, and will keep the top of the soil not too moist, but also it sort of mimics the outside elements, like wind is blowing against them. So that'll help keep them really strong and healthy. They look so good. There's a cabbage. Oh boy, I actually should have done this like a week or two ago, but life, right? This cabbage looked good. So I'm going to do the green arugula, purple cups, cabbage, and onions in the orange. Now, I've never grown onions before from seeds, so this will be a first for me. I'm not too nervous, but let's see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to find out inside, right? So we'll see what we got. Okay, so in the meantime, let's get our soil ready. I'm just going to put this potty mix into our container. A good amount because these cups are a bit bigger. And I always moisten the soil. Let me close this up. I don't want a huge mess on my hands. I moisten the soil before I put it in a cup because when I first started growing seeds about 4 years ago, I would put the dry soil in the cup and then put the water in after I put the seed in, and everything would just sort of go all over the place. And so to mitigate that, you just want to have moist soil already in the cup. Then you put your seedlings in and then give it a bit more water on top. Okay. Not too wet, just damp. Okay. Here we got it. So I'm really excited because I think really here in another few weeks, where are we? Beginning of April, I can get these out into the garden. My last expected frost date is April 15th, and I've learned over time not to get too falsely excited about that date because sometimes things dip, right? But we can also use a like a winter cloth to put over the seedlings. And what we're growing here, like the cabbage and arugula and the kale, have some kale coming in. Those don't really mind the cold weather too much, so we won't lose anything. But I also don't like to risk it too much, you know. You spend a lot of time taking care of these girls until they get out into your garden. So you want to make sure you give them the best start they can have. Okay. So we're going to start by filling up a cup. And I like to fill it halfway because I anticipate the roots to these guys being really long and healthy. Hopefully, that's what we want. And then I just like top it off the rest with the potting mix. So I'm just going to start with 2 cups each. Let's start with that. All right, so this will be the onions. Let's see what we got going there. I'm excited for that. It's my first time. I've never grown onions before from seed, so it's going to be a surprise for me and for you. Well, not unless you've done it before. If you've done it before, leave me a comment and tell me, like, how do you do it? What method do you use? Does it work really well for you? I'd like to learn from all of you too. Let's see what we can come up with together, you know? Okay, that's good there. Okay, so let's start with our cabbage. And we just want to break it up a little bit. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. There, we got it. I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you can see the roots and hopefully how good they look. Let's get in a wee bit closer. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have roots going. Hope you can see that all the way to the bottom and starting to go around the cup. I want to be really gentle here because even though we have nice roots, they don't look super thick. So I'm going to get rid of some of this soil and sort of excavate the roots here. Trying to be as gentle as I can, but you know, hey, we have extra, we have extra plants here. So if we lose a couple in the process, I won't be too heartbroken because we have a bunch. You guys see that there? Boy, looks really good. Okay, and so now we just want to get these guys as separated as possible. Oh, carefully, carefully. And into their respective cups. Okay. Ooh, these are twisted. There, we got it. Sweet. All right. And I can do about 2 or 3 per cup, maybe 4 even per cup, because by the time we get them out into the garden, they will have not grown that much, like they will not have outgrown their cup. So we can not pack them in, but we can certainly fit them inside of a cup, right? So we're just going to put that in there like that. I hope I didn't break the stem, but she might come back. Let's see. Oh, that's a good, nice long one. Dump that one in there. You can also, if you wanted to, fill the cup up to the top and just make a hole, and then just stick, there we got it, the roots in the hole. So it's some separation needs to be here, but look at that. That is so, look at that long root, so strong and healthy, right? So let's put 4 in this cup. I think we're good there. And then we just want to top it off with the soil. Yeah, there we got it. And then we'll just put it in our container here under the grow light. All right, let's get back up. And so we'll do that a few times until we get our cups nice and full. And then we'll just check back on them in a few weeks and see how everyone is doing before we get them out into the garden. Okay, the wait is over. Time to look inside and see what I have for my onions. Let's see. Let's get something that can catch the soil a bit more. Okay, I'm so excited, but I'm also like a little nervous. All right, let's see. Don't mind me, y'all. I get silly sometimes. All right. Whoa, okay, very good. Very good with the roots. All right. For those of you who have grown onion before from seed, you're probably not that excited, and that's okay. I get it. But look at that, huh? Isn't she pretty? And I have quite a few here to choose from, so I want to make sure that I pick the ones that look the strongest. The roots look really like they can make it to the next phase. I'm just going to break apart a little bit here and go through it. So again, what I'm doing is just ensuring that I get the roots down into the soil. And sometimes using your finger is completely fine. Sometimes you need a bit more dexterity and use something slimmer. My chunky finger here. But I need to do both. Okay, and I think one more in this cup will do. And I think I'm going to take my chances and put the rest outside because I did check our local weather, and for the next week we look to be, I mean, the lowest that we're supposed to get is high 40s. So that's not bad at all. So I'm just going to try it out and see what happens. I have so many inside. So that's 1 cup. I at least want to have 2 cups of each inside, and the rest we can put outside in the garden. Now, is my garden completely cleaned and ready to go? No, not all of it. That's okay. I'll get to it when I get to it. You know what I mean? But obviously we can't wait too late to get these in the ground, or we run the risk of losing them. So I think what I'll do is just focus on clearing my beds, getting those ready to go, putting in some fresh, well, topping it off with fresh potting soil, raised bed soil. Actually, I use raised bed soil. Taking out the weeds that just love to grow in my raised beds. It's okay. I give them shelter until I'm ready to plant. So they have a good life until it's time for them to go, which is soon. And then yeah, we'll see how we do. I'll keep everyone posted, but please do let me know in the comments if you've grown onions before from seed, and what's your best method, or how do you like to do it? Because my channel is Growlikemel, but really I want us to all grow together and share and learn from each other. It's part of the reason why I started this channel. I learned so much from other people that I decided, well, I should share what I know too, and maybe what I share can help someone else. So after doing it myself for a few years, getting in the practice, the experience, seeing what works for me, what doesn't work, like, yeah, I want to share what I know and learn from other people. So hit me up and let me know. What do you do? What's your method? Okay, so let's get all these other beautiful onions. Onion? Maybe it's in my brain. I think I smell onion, but maybe, I don't know, is it in my head? Maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. I mean, they do smell kind of good. I don't know. Can they smell that early like this? Can they start to smell so soon? I don't know. I keep doing it, so maybe they do. All right. Looking like a weirdo here. Oh no, it's fungus gnat. I hope that is not in the soil. I hope that is a random, oh no, a random gnat. No, don't get in the soil. Jeez. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't love fungus gnats. They drive me bananas. Oh, I hope that's not in the soil, because that's not going to be fun. But we have a safety backup to protect our transplants, and that is, hold on, let me wash my hands first. Safety backup that I use to help protect against fungus gnat, because I don't think you can 100% stop them, because they are crafty, those little buggers. But to help prevent against them, I top off the seedlings with this vermiculite, and it actually looks really pretty. So You just want to cover the bare soil because that's where the fungus gnats like to lay their eggs and populate. And I just fill that up. Boom. And now we have a layer, I hope you guys can see that, a layer of protection between our soil and the fungus gnats eggs. Right? So might as well go in here and do it all covered, all safe-ish, safe-ish, right? I don't think anything's 100% foolproof, but we're gonna do the best we can. Oh, come here, my cute little onions, like little hair. Okay, on that side, get some on this side. I really try not to make too much of a mess, but it is not working this time around. Okay, and then get this one. And just cover the top of the soil. Because the first, I think 1 to 2 inches of the soil is where the fungus gnats like to lay their eggs. And so if you can sort of crowd out that area, then chances are you can really decrease the possibility of them doing that in your soil. Okay. I mean, essentially, that's it. That's all I do. It's not so simple. I could do the arugula off camera because it's the same process. No smell yet, but look how cute. Can't wait to get her potted up. I'm going to clean this up, get this out the way. So again, we took our seedlings, and if you didn't see that video, please check out that video, starting seedlings in our little fun plastic cups here. We took them over to the germination station where we put them on heat mats. I have the fan going. Once they germinated, I took them off. I took the heat off. And I have these grow lights that I just ordered from Amazon. And yeah, they came out to be really, really happy campers here, except the spinach. I had a feeling something was wrong. So shout out to that person who said, try Baker's Creek. Thank you so much, Baker Creek. Thank you for that referral. And Baker Creek, thanks again. That's so sweet. Free lettuce seeds. I appreciate that. So they grew up nicely. We separated them. We put them in bigger cups, plastic cups. And this time we used potting soil. Yeah. And then cover them up to protect them from the fungus gnats and dampening off, which is a fungal disease, with vermiculite, horticultural grade vermiculite. So, I mean, there you have it, essentially. This is a final step, putting them, because they still need their light, so putting them under the grow light. Yeah, let me turn everything on so we can see. And they also need air as well. Let's see, can we see that good? There, we got it. Boom, we're on. It's a go, people. It's go time. All right. So they look a little sad right now because I just messed with their roots and they're probably a little mad at me, but that's okay. Here in another few days, with all the stuff that they're going to get, the nutrients that come already in the potting soil, they're going to be just fine. Oh, and also what we should know is, where is it? I feed them. So every 2 weeks, I give them half of a top of this indoor plant feed, and I mix it with just like a cup of water, pour in half a cup. Well, now that they're bigger, I can pour a whole cup. When they were seedlings, I was doing half a top, whole cup. Now that they're a bit bigger, I'm going to do a whole cup full of water, and just pour it in the bottom of the container and let the roots soak up the water. And I think here in another 4 weeks, you're going to have really, really great, viable plants that you can then transfer outside. They're so great. I'm excited. Let me know if this is helpful, and let me know what you do. Do you do something different? Is this sort of the same style or the same setup that you do for your seedlings? I'm really curious to hear about what you guys do. All right, well, I'm going to clean up, pot up my arugula, and yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care.